Heat exchangers are important as heating and cooling of liquids and gases are essential on all ships. Examples of this include cooling the main and auxiliary diesel engines, heating water for domestic purposes, conditioning fuels, and in the vessels fitted with waste heat recovery system. Heat exchanger is also needed in refrigeration system and air conditioning system. Heat exchangers are not always referred to by that name, with some being referred to by function, such as boilers and condensers. Each and every system in a ship is interlinked with each other, in some way or the other. Most common on board ships are shell and tube, or plate heat exchangers. Examples of marine heat exchangers used on board ship. Oil heater is used to heat a fuel oil and lubricant oil for ships, by using the steam generated from auxiliary boiler. There are several types of oil heaters used on board ships. 1. Main diesel engine and auxiliary diesel engine FO heater, breaks the viscosity of fuel oil, while increase inflammable point. 2. HFO purifier heater, breaks the viscosity of heavy fuel oil, and also increases oil temperature up to the degree which helps purification process. 3. LO purifier heater, increases oil temperature up to the degree which helps purification of lubricant oil used in the engine. Cooling system on ships. The machinery systems fitted on board ships are designed to work with maximum efficiency, and run for long hours. The most common and maximum energy loss from machinery is in the form of heat energy. This loss of heat energy has to be reduced, or carried away by a cooling media, such as cooling water system, to avoid malfunctioning or breakdown of the machinery. There are two cooling systems used on board ship, for the cooling purpose. 1. Seawater cooling system. Seawater is directly used in the machinery systems as a cooling media for heat exchangers. 2. Freshwater cooling system. Freshwater is used in a closed circuit to cool down the engine room machinery. The fresh water, after cooling the machinery, is further cooled by seawater in a seawater cooler. Charge air cooler. The charge air cooler is an important device fitted in all turbocharged diesel engines, to reduce the temperature of the charged air, before its entry to the engine, in order to increase the engine efficiency. When the air is hot, its density is less, and thus the mass of air charged into the engine is less, when compared to the mass when the air is cold. Thus the charge air cooler improves the charge air density, and its temperature. A diesel engine loses approximately 30% of the energy to the exhaust gases. A turbocharger recovers some of it, but there is still heat losses that can be recovered by means of an exhaust gas boiler or economizer. The auxiliary steam installation provided in modern diesel-powered ships usually uses an exhaust gas boiler or economizer at the base of the funnel, and a water tube auxiliary boiler. An exhaust gas boiler or economizer is a type of heat recovering system on ships, which allows the exhaust heat of the main engine to produce steam while going out in the atmosphere. At sea, it acts as a steam receiver for the exhaust gas boiler or economizer, which is circulated through it. The energy and amount of steam generated by exhaust gas boiler or economizer is normally sufficient for routine shipboard steam requirements, thus normally a ship with exhaust gas boiler or economizer does not need to fire the auxiliary boiler while on voyage. In port, it is oil-fired in the usual way by using the auxiliary boiler.